What's cracking? What's cracking? We back with another message here. It's 8:37 a.m. on November 27th, 2024. It's 22 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy here. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. Tell everybody about your Unc 7'9", spiritual savage. Okay. All right. So all praises to the Most High for bringing us here for this message, allowing us to be here with one another. Okay. And grand rising to the beloved ancestors of the highest white divine light. I love you guys. Thank you very much. All right. So I was recording something earlier, and I felt like I was. So I'm starting to realize more and more every day that there's a way to kind of talk about things, but when we go through hard times, or when we are fall prey. I don't want to say victim because I'm getting to that, but when we fall prey, when we become the prey of a predatory, organization, institution, or actual predator. When we discuss what our situations have been like, it's very easy to fall back into victim blaming mode, and I felt like maybe that's what I was doing with what I was saying earlier in something I didn't even know when I didn't upload it. So I decided to reapproach it, okay, with a more empowering kind of attitude. So a year ago, I was kind of, when I woke up this morning, I was just showing some gratitude to the Most High for being alive, but also too for me having the companionship of my animals, my pets, my babies, my cats. All right. And I was thinking about a year ago, where I was a year ago, and if anybody's been following this channel, a year ago, I had just gotten out of being in the lockup for 30 days, and I was talking about it when I was recording it earlier, and I was going over why it happened, how it happened, and blah 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 blah. And then I stopped recording because then I realized, well, Dwayne, it happened. Why it happened? You know why it happened, okay? But the why it happened is important to understand a lot of times for us, and I can't tell anybody how to deal with things, but I'm just telling you how I chose to deal with it today. We know why it happened, who was responsible for it, but why did it happen? It happened because the whole experience that I had was supposed to break me. It was supposed to ruin me. I was supposed to get out and not have anything. I was really stressing about my cats, not surviving, starving to death. And when I got out, they were alive. I still had a place to come back to that I could call home. And that's the why. I feel like that's the why. I feel like that was the divine showing me, we got your back. And we gonna handle that for you. We just need you to understand that you are no longer a victim, and that you survived something that literally people place bets on that you wouldn't. You didn't fall victim to the plan, although it seemed like it. You didn't. A year later, I look back and I'm a lot stronger. I'm a lot wiser, and I have a better understanding of what this is all about and how the enemy, the demonic energies in this world, have a plan that is supposed to ultimately destroy us. Now, the thing about things ultimately destroying us is this. Sometimes I feel like, we get out of situations, we make it out alive, we make it out on the other side, and the trauma from it is really the slow killer. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't make it out of if we don't, so let's say for instance that somebody, you're in a bad situation, okay, that you're not supposed to get out of. You get out of the situation, but it's the trauma that we go through in these situations that is supposed to be like, well, the original plan didn't work, but that trauma that we put them through will destroy them. And so, what do you mean? Okay, so what I'm saying is that, so let's say, okay, a year ago, I got out, I came back home, and to be honest with you guys, I mean, if you go back a year ago and look at my videos when I got out, oh, I was angry, I was mad, I was I was traumatized from being there. I could have easily gone back to getting high, being drunk all the time, just quitting, just going back into hermit mode, and not even a healthy hermit mode, going back into isolation and just being angry and bitter, because I was really angry and I was very bitter until I was able to be great, until I allowed myself to be grateful for the fact that I wasn't there, that I wasn't there anymore, that my pets were still alive, that I wasn't out on the street, and that I still had an opportunity to live and then get justice for the situation, which is why we're here today. So I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm grateful, and I'm full of love and gratitude at this time for the divine and for the support of you all as well, because getting out and coming back online and having all that outpouring of love and people looking for me and wondering where I was, that really helped me, because nobody in my personal life seemed to even care that I was missing for 30 days or longer, over 30 days. Nobody was checking for me. Nobody was looking for me. Well, because they knew where I was. I mean, if they didn't know where I was, which I find hard to believe, because, I've done my digging, and I'm not a fool either. But even if they didn't know where I was, they still wasn't checking for me. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all of you guys that have been with me all this time, that have been encouraging me, that have been pushing me to move forward. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the other people in this spiritual community, in the tarot community, in the motivational speaking community, that put messages out that resonated with me to keep me moving forward, and to help me grow and to keep me strong along this part of my journey, this last year of my life, and last couple of years. So I appreciate you guys. I love you very, very much. Okay.